Hi, this is Jorge Amsa with TacticalLife.com. I'm here with Alessandro Padovani taking the Safer, Faster Knife Defense course. He's going to walk us through some basic knife defense techniques that you can use in case you ever need to, and I'll let him take it away.
Hello everybody, my name is Alessandro Padovani. I'm the owner-operator of Safer, Faster Defense, and I'm Director of Training with 10X Defense. We're here today to talk about the knife program that we use to train people, both civilian, law enforcement, and military, on how to use a knife to protect yourself or your loved ones. The system is a little bit of a melange of my experiences as an instructor for personal defense readiness, for combat-focused shooting, and as a martial art practitioner with modern firearm Missouri. Now, I try to really bring a system that simplifies the skills that you need in order to use the knife in a modern defensive context to protect yourself in the most efficient way possible. Now we're going to go through some of the drills, some of the things that we're going to teach you in the Safer, Faster Knife Defense program. First thing, we're going to talk about the draw. Now, it's really a fundamental skill to have, because if you're preparing for a street altercation from an ambush from some bad guy that is using a knife on you, statistics shows that most of the time those attacks are ambushes, like the bad guy tries to take you by surprise. So it's really important to practice your draw under stress, simulating what your body would naturally do when you're taken by surprise. So it's not just a simple matter of drawing your knife, grabbing your knife and drawing it and opening it, because that really works well in a choreographed situation where you don't have any extra input. What we practice in our draw, we break it out with recognition of a threat. So we know that when we recognize a threat, we flinch. The hands come up to protect the head towards the line of sight in relation to the threat or to the bad stimulus. So we're going to flinch, then we're going to move laterally to get away of the line of fire, to get away from the X, if you will. And as we move laterally, we're going to draw our knife and deploy it and be ready. So first, we practice this in isolation. So Omari Broussard from 10X Defense is going to help me out today. You're going to go through the commands as you hear them and go through the draw. So first it's going to be recognize. Grip, move laterally and draw. Keep moving until the blade is Alright, so let's put it back in the folder. Now, it's really important to practice this with your own knife so that you see how easy it is to deploy, you see how ergonomic it is, how it fits in your hand, how secure it remains in your hand. Now, let's do it again. Ready? Recognize. Grip, lateral movement and draw. Awesome. So now we're going to add orientation, because we can't always count on the threat to come from the front. So Omar is going to start to spin around nice and easy. I'm going to call either front, back, left, or right. He's going to recognize the threat, orient towards it, lateral movement and draw, all on his own. Back. And back in the pocket. Try it again. Left. And he's ready to go. So this is like the first step, especially when we're in a group environment. You're going to have a bunch of students practicing the same drill, and you're going to bump into each other. You're going to have to move people out of the way, but that's what would happen in real life. So we don't want to plan for the perfect situation. We want to plan for the worst case scenario so that we are ready for it. Now, a couple of pointers. Obviously, when you're trying to draw your knife under duress, you want to get all the advantages that you can. So the easiest knife to draw obviously would be a fixed blade, right? You can carry center line so that you can access it with either hand, but this, as the least amount of moving part, is the least amount of complex motor skills. Now, the next best thing, it's a folder that opens as you pull it out of the pocket. So here, you can just put a little zip tie. This is the cheapest way to make your regular folder faster than an automatic even. Zip tie, lock it here, cut it off. What happens when you pull the knife back, it catches on the pocket, on the edge of the pocket, and it's open in your hand. So you have the least amount of effort to achieve your goal, to have the knife ready to use. The slow motion target recognition drill. We want to develop a circumstantial spontaneity, recognizing target. Whenever I hit a target, the role player is going to move as it would in real life, which opens up the next one. So I learned to take the target that presents themselves instead of trying to look for something, right? We don't want anything that is targeted. So say if the bad guy is slow motion again, he's coming at me with the bottle. We're in a bar, you know, it's upset me. So now I want to clear, I want to control. As soon as I control enough, I can counter empty hand, enough to get to my knife, and then here, I'm gonna start striking. And it's gonna move. Now it's gonna keep coming at me, obviously because I need to develop this sort of recognition, right? And here we go, like, I really wanna go for the head as much as possible, then we reset. Now, resetting, I'm gonna keep my knife out because we're practicing target recognition, we are past the draw. So it's coming at me, you know, I wanna try to intercept. Now I'm gonna cut here, it's gonna move in a certain way. I may get caught, I may do whatever I need to find the other target, right? And then, after a few hits, we're gonna reset and start again. After a while, we can go a little bit faster, we can add a little bit of speed. But again, make sure that it doesn't turn into a competition, doesn't turn into a sparring, because sparring has ebb and flow. In real life, once the attack comes, if I'm lucky enough to intersect, I really want to press my attack until there is no more threat. I don't want to give him time, space, or anything else.